Alright guys, so I actually want to take you to my PayPal today and show you something. I actually got a payment in today. The Chinese letters, I'm going to show you it. It shows here that I received $50, says I paid a $2.62 fee. It is from Imoney, and this payment comes from my withdrawal request on 7/22. So I'm going to go over this real quick. I requested this on the 22nd. Today is the 24th, and I just received it. So it does take about 2 to 3 business days on average to receive your money, and that's normal. It does say that I paid a $2.62 fee, but in all honesty, they paid me $52.63 because they are a company in China. Every time you receive money from another country, there's always fees involved. And what iMoney does is they pay more to cover the fees. So you always get the full amount that you request. For me, they sent me $52.62. I got 50, and the 262 was taken out, so I got the amount that I withdrew. I always cash out once I have $50. I'm weird. I wouldn't suggest doing that. But I do that with iMoney. I do that with Quick Survey, with QME. I cash out at the end of every month. I don't recommend that. New members should always cash out at the minimum requirement. So for iMoney, that's $5. For Quick Thoughts, it's $10. Dabble is $5. So, whatever the minimum amount to cash out is, I always recommend cashing out because the honest truth is you never know what will happen. I've used iMoney for almost a year and never ever had an issue. But I've used other apps and websites that they honestly closed down, and I had, say, $40 sitting in there, and that was money lost because I just kept it in my account, and they closed unexpectedly. So things can happen, and it's just best to cash out the minimum amount every single time. I'm going to show you something else. You can see here, these are some apps. Mask, Do Hiring, and Bee Gatherer are actually all iMoney. So if I click on Mask, it takes me to iMoney. Mask is one of the first apps that were released in the App Store for iMoney. Do Hiring, you see it takes me to iMoney. Actually is used for marketing. So Facebook ads, things like that. And then Bee Gatherer. A lot of people would be like, well, why does iMoney have so many apps? And new people are like, well, that kind of seems fishy or scammy. Well, really it's not. China has a lot of different rules and regulations that America doesn't. Actually in China, it is against the law to have a Facebook account. People in China are not allowed to have Facebook. The government doesn't allow it. So there's all kinds of weird rules and regulations, but iMoney actually has all of their apps on an online server. And personally, I lost internet just a couple days ago, and I wasn't online for most of the day. I didn't want to use my data. So my Wi-Fi went out, and it could happen with storms. It can happen with power lines. You can lose service with your cell phone or spotty service. All kinds of reasons. You play video games and it's online. Servers can go down. They can get laggy. They can get overwhelmed. They can glitch. They can have issues. So having multiple apps actually helps. And I always recommend having at least 2 of them. If you have any issues with one, either it keeps loading or you can't complete a task on there, try the other one. So I always have more than one iMoney app. It's just an entry point into iMoney. So if there's an issue, for some odd reason you can't withdraw money, or you can't complete a task, or it just keeps loading, try another app. So that's one of the reasons they have normally always at least 3 apps. One they use for marketing. It's the only way that they can get actual results to be able to see how well their marketing is working. So if they run Facebook ads and different ways of marketing, and those people are downloading Do Hiring, they can see how many of those people are being directed to Do Hiring and see how good their marketing is doing. Mask is kind of like a backup app. It's one of their first apps that came out in the App Store. It's primarily the one that I use. And then if you use your referral link to refer your friends and family, it will actually take them to Bee Gatherer, which is new. Questionnaire Star used to be Imoney, but they actually just the other day started having some issues with it glitching and having issues, and they removed it from the App Store for now. And they replaced it with Bee Gatherer. So do hiring mainly for marketing. Mask is kind of like a backup, or older users like myself use it. And then Bee Gatherer is where your referral link will send somebody. So that kind of also helps them market their ads, people's referrals, how good their referral program is doing with Bee Gatherer, and it separates where their traffic is coming from. And then it gives users another, basically, if one app is glitching, they can use another. So there really isn't anything weird about them having multiple apps. It's just how it is. And Imoney is definitely trustworthy. I used it forever. So I'll show you that here. Go into my Facebook group. Imoney. Find my referral link. I suggest always having people copy and paste the link because it doesn't open up right if you could just click it on Facebook. I'll show you. So it takes you here and it says open in Safari. But if you touch those three dots and then click open in Safari, you'll see that your referral link does take you to the Bee Gatherer app, and that is correct. It's supposed to do that. Then you just click install. I already have the app installed, so just open, and it takes you to Imoney. So I kind of explained why they have different apps, showed you they all lead to Imoney, showed you payment proof. I run a Facebook group of 9,000 plus people, and every time I have an app that I pretty much recommend on my group, I've verified it, I've gotten paid by it, I've used it, I know it's legit. But I also try to get some type of relationship with the apps and website developers and employees that run those apps and websites, because if a member of mine has an issue, or if they have questions or technical issues, 75% of a chance that I can actually help them because I have experience with that. I've talked to the employees, I've helped many people. So if you have questions or you need help, you can come to me first. But then I've also built a relationship with most apps. Not all of them. Some of them are just hard to get in contact with. But I definitely have built a relationship with Imoney. And I know a couple of the employees pretty well now after almost a year. So I can contact them directly if there's something I can't help with. So if you have Imoney and you're in my group yet and you haven't used the invitation code, or if you don't have Imoney yet, I'll put a link to download. But please go to your accounts and then scroll down to enter invitation code and use mine, which is 10521. I would really appreciate it. That's basically, my Facebook group is like a part-time job for me, and some of my income comes from referrals, and it really helps. I'm a stay-at-home mom of three kids, and I don't work. Daycare is way too expensive. So I use all these apps myself, but referrals help me with income personally. So I greatly appreciate it if you guys use my